didn't do shit to is like.
Yeah, I mean, just because people look at it as a good way to get their 10 minutes of fame. Like, who was that? That one actor, or no, it wasn't an actor. I want to say it was a musician. We were talking about it about a week or two ago. That some woman had came up and said that he had like assaulted her, and then come to find out like they had not even met ever. Like, not even like is like one of those things you can pay for, like a backstage thing. Like, not even like that.
I mean, I think that's crazy. That happens so often because you had it's a lot of people that happened to.
This was just recently. I was talking about it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, that's fake." Or like, she had come out, or they had figured out that they never even met. I can't remember what musician it was.
I forgot what musician it is too, but I know exactly what you're talking about because, like, it showed that like she was lying and faking, pretty much. Like, I want to say he even countered someone for like pretty much what's it called when you pretty much badmouth
slander, libel. I mean, there's all kinds of shit. It just depends on how it happened and what context. Like, I mean, if she did it on like social media and stuff, there's all kinds of different ways you can sue. And
I mean, but like nowadays, girls just say it just to get famous. Really, because remember that one girl? Well, I don't know if you really pay attention. Well, it's one girl who said Odell liked to eat shit, or like pretty much you shit on him. And like it was a big story, but everybody like then Odell came out like anybody who believed it's true is an idiot. And everybody like, yeah, that's a good point. But like literally, she got over 10 million people to view that video.
What, oh, she made a video of shitting on him or something?
No, she made a video like being on.
She was talking about
it, like being on a podcast, and she talked about it.
Oh.
And then she had a video with her friend talking about how her friend has sex with 7 other NBA players on the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, I believe it. I mean, dude, there's some people nowadays that just got some kinky shit that they're into. I mean, like, there's some really messed up shit.
I mean, my whole thing is like, let's say if you do that type of stuff, and like even if you do get them to sign on paperwork, to a certain extent, it's a girl. It's easier. Like, let's say if you a girl.
Oh, you mean like non-disclosure agreements?
And if you do sign that, let's say, even if I try to sue you or anything, it don't mean shit because you don't have no money or nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, look at the chick that Trump had sex with. Didn't she sign an NDA?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I was saying. I mean, like, you got a point. I mean, that doesn't mean shit because, look, she came out in public and said it.
I mean, that's why I was saying, like, nowadays it's like you can say whatever you want, and then pretty much, like, people gonna pull up and shit, even if it's real or fake news nowadays.
Yeah. I don't know, but hopefully this Georgia protest shit will come over with, and hopefully they'll actually be able to get a recount and have a fair vote, just like I hope we will too. I hope they actually just say fuck everything and then demand a recount. Or not demand a recount, but demand a re-voting.
I mean, that's going to be such a pain in the ass.
I mean, I don't know what else they can do, to be completely honest, because most of the shit's so unfair. Because, I mean, like, that's one of the biggest things. Like, if they let it get to a certain point, Trump can actually sue every state individually to where they'll have to either do a re-vote or they're going to have to dismiss every vote that came in after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.
About how long she's staying in that line?
No, because legally, to make it fair, a fair election, according to the Constitution, from what I've heard from multiple lawyers, is that every vote has to be in at the same time. I mean, it would be different based on the location, but, 9 p.m. So standard for Eastern and Central, Pacific.
Yeah.
And then anything after that should not count.
I mean, that's why I feel like we should have a whole week of voting, not just one day. Like,
well, I mean, that's why they had all the early elections.
Yeah.
I mean, people could vote early.
I know that, but people still ain't gonna do it.
No, I mean, a lot of people did. They said there was, like 60, 70 million people that voted early?
Yeah, I voted early. I'm not gonna say for who, but I voted early.
I didn't know you actually went to vote.
Yeah. So, let's get off this election and hopefully everything work out right in Georgia. But, hey, as you see in America, shit never gonna be solved, really. let's talk about how, according to this one vaccine, it's 90% effective efficiency against COVID.
Which would be Pfizer, which we've talked about, I want to say 2 or 3 times now.
So if you have stocks, you have money, also known as Max, a millionaire, thousandaire, whatever you want to be, I will invest in this stock.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know if I trust it though. Like I said, until I see case studies, I ain't buying into that shit.
It's only $40 right now, but apparently this is a 90. Experts was hoping for at least a 50% efficiency, but apparently this one is 90%. And the funny part is, like, with the 50%, they were gonna prove the vaccine to be like the vaccine to be the vaccine of COVID. But this vaccine already at 90%. The trial will continue until December, and it's already in phase 3. But
which isn't going to mean shit, especially if they the whole Ming thing, like we were talking about on the last episode, happens.
I mean, that whole Ming thing is throwing me off, because pretty much this mutation shit, like, it's going to fuck up the whole thing. But apparently the manufacturing of this vaccine is already on. It's already coming. They expecting to have 50 million vaccine doses available in 2020. Which don't make sense, because 2020 is almost over. So what they're trying to say, they're going to just make a whole bunch, so that when they get allowed to sell it, they're going to sell it. And then they're going to have 1.3 billion doses ready for 2021. People believe that mostly the old people would get the drug first. And then apparently to them, nobody donated money to this company yet. Which, I don't know if I believe them or not.
I don't know. I don't believe them whenever they, like, what is it, Pence was vice president, right?
Yeah.
He was saying that, or he had made a statement saying, if it wasn't for us fast tracking all of this vaccine trials, they wouldn't even be this far. And the company was like, your doing warp speed didn't help us out at all. And I'm just like, right, because you would still be sitting behind red tape right now if it wasn't for the fact that they released all this shit. Like, how are you going to tell me nobody helped you?
I mean, the funny part is technically they was curing cancer first, and then they went to do this, because pretty much COVID is the big thing. Because pretty much whoever make the first cure for COVID, you guarantee your company is going to be worth $1 billion.
I'm going to go with the first, 4 companies, to be completely honest, because you think about how many different variations there already is. So that's what they're saying, is that it's probably going to take, 4 separate vaccines or more to probably actually vaccinate people from COVID right now.
I mean, the crazy part is, let's say, it's like what you said, well, if, a dog get it and then come out with another mutation.
Yeah, I mean, that's the scary part. I mean, you think if it's already going into normal, or what, well, I guess it's not normal livestock, but normal livestock for, I don't remember what country it was.
Denmark. Yeah.
Okay, well, if it's normal livestock for them, what's to say it won't become normal to our livestock? And then it'll be a whole other mutation that they got to try to find a cure for.
And a biotech company is founded as BioNTech. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up, because I thought it was kind of cool that, pretty much this company was founded by a married couple. So I feel like that's pretty cool. You probably don't really care.
Oh, you can talk.
No, that was
say your piece.
That was all I wanted to talk about. How pretty much a married couple started this company just to solve cancer, but then pretty much they supposedly found a cure. Well, not even a cure, 90% vaccine for COVID.
Yeah, I mean, just think about all the money hopefully they'll actually put back into their company and not just blow it all.
I feel like it's going to be like you said. At first I thought it was only going to be one vaccine, but it's like you said, it's probably going to be 4 to 5.
I mean, that's what I've been reading, and that's just what they're claiming, is that it's going to take probably multiple vaccines, because, most of them don't have that high of a rate to actually complete it, which, like I said, I don't believe. The only way I'm ever going to believe that shit is whenever you throw 100 people that have this vaccine into a room with another 100 people that have active COVID, and then you show me the results. Then I'll believe you.
I believe you too, especially. Well, it's gonna be like some. What's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I don't know.
The movie where he was trying to find a cure for, you've seen it.
I probably have. I mean, I probably know what you're talking about.
It's like the movie where, like, pretty much, like, everybody was turned to, like, zombies and stuff. And, like, pretty much he went to different countries just trying to find a cure for the virus. But it turned out the virus went to attack people who had, like, cancer and, like, other stronger, like, type diseases.
They probably had less immunity. It probably didn't want their cells.
Yeah, pretty much, because the other thing would kill it. So, pretty much to solve that, they pretty much gave each one of them the like a cancerous disease that pretty much cure, and then that pretty much the way that the disease went away. Hold on, I'm about to look it up. The movie.
I ain't. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just crazy about all this. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really believe them. 90%'s way too unreal for me. If they would have said 70, I'd probably believe it better than I would 90, to be completely honest.
If they would have said 60, I would have believed it. But 90, I want to see how many people actually did the test.
Yeah, true that, because that's a lot. I mean, that's just an abnormal amount. I don't know, to me, that's just kind of like mind-boggling to say that, like, oh yeah, 90% of our people who receive the vaccine have, you know, been immune to it, or whatever they were claiming, or whatever it is. I'm assuming it's just to where they won't get it, or shouldn't have as bad a side effects from it. But that's a lot. Like, I'm sorry, especially for as many people in this world that are infected, unless you're in China, which claims that nobody ever gets infected in China.
Supposedly they found the cure by themselves.
Yeah, and they just don't want to share it. Just ignore the fact that they ordered millions of body bags and multiple incinerators to burn bodies that were posted all over the country that I seen via satellite. So let's hide that.
They want to talk about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. Yeah, we're never going to China, for real.
I can really see it. Never.
I ain't taking no fucking dick in China. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't taking no dick anywhere, but especially not in China. I feel like that should be nasty. It would probably be worse than Guantanamo Bay dick.
Cut meat sandwiches everywhere for you.
Right? I'd be like, oh, is it lunchtime yet? Yep, time for your cock meat sandwich. Be like, son of a bitch.
Can I get a side of rice this time?
Right? I don't want the gravy. Take the gravy. Be like, no. I should do that. To be honest, if it ever came down to that, if I was ever stuck in a jail and they were like, cock meat sandwich or die, I'm dying.
I completely agree with you. I'm gonna pretty much die, because no way in hell that, let's say, if you ever come back and he's like, I'll just for the rest of my life just remember I had a cock meat sandwich, but I would cry.
Every time you go into the men's restroom and see a urinal, no, I don't want a cock meat sandwich, and run. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I ain't ever going to test it, to be honest.
I'm not even going to. If this is a cure, I want to wait until a while before I even try it out.
Yeah, let's see what happens with the old people and the first responders, and I'm going to assume all the politicians, because, you know, they got to have a specialty. We got to keep them safe.
I mean, like I said, I want to wait until pretty much somebody else get it and then see how it works. Because, like, oh, maybe this do work. But then I also figured out the movie that I was talking about. It wasn't a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Sorry, everybody. It was a Brad Pitt movie. And it was called World War Z.
Yeah, I never actually watched that one. So I don't know what you're talking about.
It's pretty cool. It's like a virus outbreak that turn people into zombies. And pretty much the zombies will go after anybody with like pretty much a healthy
immune system.
Yeah, and then pretty much you had cancer or something. The zombies wouldn't come after you.
Well, that's cool, I guess. I don't know.
So
I'm not a big zombie movie fan.
It's pretty cool. So to me, it's like, it was pretty good.
Like, I don't know. I couldn't even sit through and watch one with Will Smith.
Which one was that?
The one where he's like alone in the middle of a city.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit was boring to me.
See, that one was boring because he didn't really fight zombies like that. I like the ones like World War Z where it was action a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try it out and see how it is.
Book of Eli is pretty good too.
I have no idea what that is.
This I watched it.
Yeah.
Well, this is all for tonight episode. We
Really
Finish.
went off topic today.